Hello everyone, and welcome back to As the Rooster Crows. When I did the last video on Northern Seclusion, I made hamburger buns. They're pretty quick and easy to make. They take under an hour to finish. And a lot of people want the recipe, so I said I would make them again and I would post it on this channel. So for this recipe, you're going to need, the directions say 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of warm water. So you need a cup of water, and it should be between 110 and 115 degrees. They do give an exact temperature, which is usually what they always say when you're doing yeast. Then you need 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. The stuff that we have open right now is, this is a bread machine instant yeast. It doesn't call for that kind, but this kind worked just awesome, so use what you have. So the first thing I'm going to do, I just want this to dissolve in the warm water. Well, that seems to be dissolving pretty good. You can see it's already starting to get some bubbles. Next, we're going to add 1/4 cup of just regular sugar. Now we're just going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, and that yeast and sugar mixture is going to get real nice and foamy. While I'm waiting the 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and get the oven started here. I want to preheat this to 425. Well, the 5 minutes is up. You can see how it's nice and foamy and puffy now. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Now I'm going to add 1 large egg, and like with the last batch, I'm going to use a duck egg because I've got those here and they are very large. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. So now we're going to add 3 cups of flour. It says add 3 or 3.5. So I'll just make sure that I've got 3 decent ones. I'll probably end up with about 3 1/4. I kind of let it mound up a little bit because we're going to be adding a little bit to it when we're kneading it and stuff. So then you're going to want to go ahead and grease up a cookie sheet. I'm using lard. You can use shortening, whatever. Imagine you could probably use vegetable oil if that's what you had. So now we're just going to mix this all up. We're going to want to get some flour on our board here. And then this is going to be really sticky. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to knead this for like 3 to 5 minutes. Just go ahead and turn it into itself and press it down and together. If it starts to stick at all like it is here, add a little more flour to your board. So now we want to cut these. You can cut them into 12, they said. 8, 10, whatever. We're going to cut it into 8. And if you wanted to do sliders, they said cut it into 24. I don't know. So anyway, last time I did 8. In the last video, Marty commented and said if I spray the cooking oil or whatever on your blade, it won't stick, and it doesn't. So now we just want to form these into balls. Mine aren't all the exact same size, but if I wanted it perfect, I guess I could have bought them in the store. But they wouldn't have tasted this good. Now that that's done, we're just going to cover these and let them sit for 10 minutes. Okay, I've let those sit for about 12 minutes. They don't rise a whole lot here, but they'll get a little bit bigger in the oven. So now we'll just throw them in at 425. And we're going to leave them in there for 12 minutes. If you would have cut those into, say, 10 or 12, you would only leave them in for 10 minutes, but we're going to leave them in for 12. Time's up. Let's see how they turned out. They look pretty good. I think my last batch, they were a little more uniform. This one here, I think I'm going to have for lunch today. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. Now you know how to make your own very easy hamburger buns. You could make them smaller and make them into dinner rolls, whatever. It's not that hard to do. Give them a try and let us know what you think. I'll see you guys on the next video.